On this Sunday, after a tumultuous week, the city of Boston is offering prayers for those killed and injured in the marathon bombings. Here is a live look inside the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in Boston, where Cardinal Sean O'Malley is giving communion and celebrating Mass for the victims. ABC News reporter Taman Bradley joins us live from just outside the cathedral. And Taman, this is part of the healing process.
It is indeed, Carolyn, and inside the cathedral, the prayer moments ago was for the victims of violence. And outside here on the streets of Boston, people are saying that this is our city. They are ready to move forward, but they're also remembering the victims. They came to honor a slain campus police officer. Hundreds holding candles, signs, and flags stood in respect in the town of Wilmington as the casket of Sean Collier went by. At the same time, MIT students in Cambridge honored the 26-year-old policeman who was shot to death in his cruiser Thursday night.
He seemed by all accounts to be an amazing, adventurous, bright, and talented person.
Sean Collier's murder sparked a deadly manhunt for the two brothers suspected in the Boston Marathon bombings. The older brother, 26-year-old Tamerlan Tsarnaev, was killed in a police shootout Friday morning. The intense search for his younger brother, Johar Tsarnaev, ended Friday night. The 19-year-old suspect was found hiding and bleeding in a boat sitting in the backyard of a Watertown resident. Johar remains hospitalized in serious condition under heavy guard in a Boston hospital, unable to communicate. But officials are now casting a wider net in the complex investigation into what motivated the brothers. Two of Johar's classmates were arrested on Saturday in New Bedford on administrative immigration violations. After 5 days of terror, the people of Boston are trying to move on.
We put the worst behind us, so we're moving on.
On Saturday, that meant returning to Fenway Park, where Bostonians flocked back to their favorite pastime. The community also gathered for a vigil in Watertown, the scene of a shootout and capture. Watertown strong! And there'll be more of that. There'll be more grieving and healing. Boston is remembering, but Carolyn, it is also moving forward. Live in Boston, Taman Bradley, ABC 7 News.
Taman, as you know, there are reports the FBI was warned about the older brother. That should have been a red flag. What are law enforcement officials saying about it?
Yeah, about 2 years ago, the FBI was investigating Tamerlan. They had a tip from an overseas government that he had been radicalized. He'd become a follower of radical Islam, and so they opened an investigation. They asked him questions. They checked phone records, but they discovered that it didn't appear that he was a threat. Pretty remarkable.
All right, Taman, thank you very much for joining us this morning live from Boston.